that there must be a serious retraining, and it's all these institutions, engineering institutions, that will help. That will help. So there is a lot going on that we cannot say in the open like this. But the truth is that we need to really wake up and make sure that a lot of, re-engineering. If I say re-engineering, it's not really coming to engineering alone. You have to reorganize, you have to repackage, you have to go deep into issues, and then take politics completely away from all this issue, because it's what that is killing. Sorry to say this, even the little we heard about this matter, a site was closed before and will reopen again. Who did that? A lot of things must have gone up. It's not for me to inquire here, but such alone. Then I also heard of on the social media. I read in social media whereby the client, Atlant is dead now, of that he was saying that he used to take the advice of consultants, but thereafter he discovered that it's only book they know. Do you know what they call a consultant? It's just like the man that determines your life, the man that determines the life of your project, the man that wants to stand against your economic loss. That's what, before somebody is called a consultant, he has had wide experience. He can tell you why, how, when, and what of whatever he does. So you can see that such a statement, if it is true, that can bring malpractices on such a project. Somebody has said such a thing to me before.
Because we did not only lose lives here, there's also economic loss.
Yes, I was saying that how can you waste our iron, this and this and that. And I said, excuse me, please. I've been on this job for more than 35 years. Keep your money. And that's it. Let's do a little bit of analysis. Building collapse now, if you watch very well, is always coming from this developer point of view. This their angle. Yes. They are more
some of them are not even trained. They don't have
the
gains.
The gains.
Yes.
And that's why the government should look at this area very well. How many of the federal government projects, Lagos State project, Lagos State project is doing IRIS now for their blocks and everything. Do we hear of any collapse? So right now it's just this developer thing that is causing a lot of problems, which government has to really do something about.
People that can easily compromise with the government officials, because they have the money.
And they will tell you, when I went to bank to organize my money, were you there? Why do you want to waste my money? So all this kind of thing should not be allowed at all. So I think with all this thing put in place, finally, I want to just...
Your parting words, yes.
I want to advise that let government, stand to their responsibility. Each party in the project also stand up to their responsibility. Let there be more coordination. Let there be more synergy. Where you are deficient, let it be known so that there can be proper synergy. Thank you very much.
We've actually provided a way out with the discussion. It's left for us to go and work towards it. If you really have value for lives, you as an engineer, you as a government worker that is saddled with this responsibility, please do the right thing. Programs about this money. We meet this money here. We also die and leave this money, for crying out loud. Now, because of money, we're wasting people's lives. God is still going to ask each and every one of us. So take this very seriously. Do your job, what you're supposed to do. Use the right materials. Don't collect high and use substandard materials. Don't rush into buildings. For example, if you want to do decking is supposed to last a month or 3 months. Because you are in a hurry, it won't allow you to even get to a month now to dry up. You continue with your job and all those things. Can we do something well, for crying out loud, and have value for lives? If we have value for life, we'll not be doing all these things and start saying, oh, had I known. I don't know, it's always the worst. Please, whether you are the owner of the building, allow the engineer to do what they know how to do, what they're being taught to do as professionals. Don't just come in because you have the money. When you don't have the idea, you start antagonizing them and telling them what they're supposed to do. You, the engineers, do not also allow the owner of the money to spend money unnecessarily when you know that this is the rightful material. You are putting more and more. Everybody wants money. Please, 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 please. It is high time that we really stand on our feet. Government, stand on your feet, please. Individuals concerned, all these, professional bodies, talk to your members to do the right thing. Those of you who are claiming to be engineer when you didn't even pass the 4 world of university to become an engineer just because you learned, please stop answering that name engineer so that we know exactly what we are doing. Yes, you know job. Yes, you have some idea. It does not make you now an engineer. Overnight engineer, in just your backyard, you become engineer. So this is where we're having problems, both in the rural areas and here. I'm not concerned about Lagos here because Lagos is like London. Yeah, it's like London. So we have to do something well to save our lives. That is my contribution from this vivid view. And I know that by the grace of God, our voice will be heard. And I know you're hearing it. Thank you so much. So I want to thank the production crew for a job well done and the executive producer for giving me the opportunity to be here. And of course, our sponsors. God will bless each and every of you and keep your company going so that you also keep on supporting us to be on air. We know God using this platform to do so many things, and that is the idea. I want to call artist Ben to sign out this program. Join us next week, same time and same station. Bye. Be with you.
Say and
do it.